Alright, give me a second while I'm doing this for a minute. Alright, hello everybody, welcome on back. Brand new video, and I'm just going to do this for a second. There you go. Now I'll just rewind back before we play the video, since, well, technically speaking, we're going to probably just get to this reaction anyways. And I was kind of getting a little bit bored by saying, which reaction video could still be good? And I decided, I was like, let's go with this video apparently, as for late. Is that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another brand new video. And I am Devin-Foxy, Remastered, the voice behind Wario, Toad, and King Koopa, and pretty much the other Mario characters and non-Mario characters in my 5th channel. So, as of what I'm going to say is that right now, folks, is I hope that you guys enjoyed your Christmas, and as of that, by the way, as for my Christmas, it was pretty good as usual, which was alright in particular since it was just an okay Christmas for me, since, well, I have to say it was an alright and amazing, a bit of okay Christmas, but I'll admit that Christmas itself was pretty good. A little bit with a thumbs up, since I'm giving it a bit of a thumbs up for Christmas, that some Christmas years were a bit better and some others were not. So let me just get straight to the chase and say is this, folks and ladies and gentlemen, is that in fact I wanted to say is that, well, as of now, in I don't know how 2026 is going to probably roll in exactly, which I probably am going to be announcing a few different things exactly on the 5th channel, is that I will probably be saying this. In fact, in particular, is that, well, 3 updates apparently that I might have to mention anyways with the non-plush characters. If somehow, again, that is not to be the case or isn't to be the case, which I'll just mention this anyways, is that there will probably be 3 updates anyway for non-plush characters exactly on the reaction videos, gaming, and live streams. Well, it's going to probably be a different effect, which, like I said, it's going to probably be a bit different, but don't worry, the flip will script exactly like the flip is going to be, I don't know, the script's going to be flipped, or somehow that the script will be definitely flipped whenever their plush versions of the Mario characters and non-plush Mario characters will return back. That yes, once the script is going to be flipped, then the script will be flipped back to the way it was still exactly. So that's all I wanted to say. And as of 2026, boy, do I got a lot of interesting things to mention about 2026, which I probably could, and mention a bit of what's going to be happening in 2026, which I'll try at least to see what I can do and just talk about all that stuff and yada yada yada. So that's all I have to say as of now, and totally yet again mention most of that, and pretty much just see what 2026 holds in store for most of anybody, and I mean for anybody and anyone apparently on their 5th channel, hopefully to see what it's going to be like in 2026. So that's just my thought, that's just my take, and that's just a bit of my simple answer and mention about how 2026 is going to probably roll in for anything and whatever that's going to probably still be. So that's all I want to talk about as of right now for the minute, since, well, it's just been a while, for a long time since I really was wanting to react to this video, since I got the time and just a bit of not the boredom time to just get this reaction out of the way. And I was going to kind of get another character to react to this, but what the hell? I mean, what the hell, I guess. So, without further ado, folks, let's begin this reaction. And oh yes, please be sure to subscribe to the original person, the original creator, and support the original video. That way, you will not miss a single video that comes straight onto this channel. So, without further ado, and as always to be said again, let's begin and react to this video starting in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Oh wait. Okay, better. Ooh, some saxophone, nice. Okay, I actually want to say is this for a minute, is that I really am liking the saxophone a little bit right there in the beginning. Pretty good saxophone, not gonna lie, the saxophone's pretty actually a bit talented. Okay.
What's a couple little planets to domains that are limitless? Your shitty sandbox should be my kitten's litter bin. I'm a smash hit and a great digger. Forget bedrock, I can break Twitter. You got some geeks hype with the PS5 title. Yo, but lost your creativity, now you're stuck in survival mode. Ripping shit from Mario couldn't get you on track, boy. So many parts that they should call you ransack, boy.
Damn, that's pretty damn right there. That's a big damn. Wow, damn. Man, Steve is roasting the hell out of Sackboy or something like that. I mean, I'm going to say Steve's going to take the win anyway, since I'm like, wow, the beginning I liked right there. Nice. And I love the fact when he said this rhyme a little bit right here when he says like, no, you're stuck in survival mode and ripping shit from Mario. Oh, damn. Wow.
But you couldn't get you on track.
And couldn't get you on the track. Oh, nice. I love the collaboration between that idea of two collaborations. That was actually a little funny. And I mean, Steve's not wrong. I think he was right on this. So let's see. I mean, damn, that's nuts.
Boy, so many parts that they should call you ransack, boy. Find your bubbles burst, so who would have expected that? It must have turned tonight because the dead's been resurrected. Yeah, you built all these platforms, your game couldn't get one. This fool's made a world that makes sense that just left on.
Voice the face of space exploration. You ravage landscapes for exploitation. Keep breeding natives to farm up the trades, then you'll find me saving a slave population. What happened to the indie game with blocks that had to think outside the box? You went from herding cows to getting milk for every job. No one cares about your dungeons or Pokemon. Stop. How can your world be infinite when you fall off? So it's poppin', it's a pocket puppet, and I'm here to pull the strings. You got a single hopper while I got a puppet full of them. I'm pulling up the puppets for your funeral. I'll bury ya. 6 blocks deep, you see the lava there, I'm daring ya. Your flatland sack to the socks puggers. I'm not bothered, I could drop her like a hot hopper. It's in a jack that bad since you mocked Usher. Ironic you're leaving the box office without a blockbuster.
Wow. Man, the dude is struggling coming back right at Steve. For somehow the reason how I find this a little interesting of this is that, man, that saxophone just doesn't get so old when that actually just fits so well in the rap battle. Is just pretty good. Like, it's really that good.
Hold straight down and can't escape it. I've seen people fall less flat in sack races. Your entire sack race is more obscure than your return is. If you want to be a hot topic, hop into my furnace.
Oh, mentions Hot Topic. Wow. Man, he mentions a wood character to be in Hot Topic. Man, that is gonna be something. Nice. I'm like, man, isn't that funny? And isn't that hilarious already? Is that, seriously, the Steve is just owning the guy so hard at that.
Your memes got you put into smash, but is it a shock that they thought to invite you with Let's Players taking advantage of fans? All you seem to do right is lure creepers to minors.
They say third time's the charm, but you prove that's a lie. Since your third game scared off your fans and Stephen Pride, there's a trillion chance that you could get dreams straight. Still more likely than someone playing your dreams game. Oh dang, guess you're the reason they catch a team quick motion. Just like that, the red we always keep lit. Okay, that's how your releases were received then. So only sticky your stickers and shove them where you seem split. Swear against my level of experience will cost you. Couldn't crush my skin if you've been hiding in a costume. You'd only ever blow up if you self-destruct. This battle's like the negative Tron. P.S. You suck.
Look, I saved the marriage. Alex said you wrecked yours. You couldn't last a single round in fucking Bed Wars. It's the out.
Wow. Dude, again with that. Again. Man, again. It just keeps getting more again. It's just funny.
BPMC against Steve, who couldn't handle beats with a million of his beetroots. Tweets used to be neutral until Minecon fired nuts, cause he turned Minecraft to Minecon. Black in the collector and restoring hope. He couldn't keep his stronghold. Now there's cobwebs on his story mode. And once a geek Venom sees the damage I've done, but even PewDiePie could help me come back from this one.
Wow.
Who's next? Go decide! The extra butter! It's on the way!
Alright. Dang, that is whack and crazy. Man, who won here? Was it Steve or Boy? Holy God! That has got to be crazy. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and say the question is that who won here? Was it Steve or Sackboy? Well, to be in this particular question, I think Steve just won. I mean, Steve actually wins, since I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna count my vote because I'm like, yeah, I kind of like the saxophone. I'm just a little bit just listening to the roast as they were continuing talking while the saxophone rhythm was still continuing. But I mean, to be fully honest here, I'd say Steve. Steve actually wins since, well, I think I just kind of prefer Steve over than Sackboy because I'm like, man, who the hell is Sackboy? It makes a lot of sense of the game, which I've not even heard of, but I'd say Steve is just a bit of a better the better person to roast, I think, since he's a lot better, exactly. Since, well, technically, Minecraft, I think it's been a long, long time for me just to ever say is like, yeah, that's been a while since I've never even played Minecraft recently, since that's been a long, long decades ago. Since I'm like, yeah, a lot of interesting question here. A lot of an interesting question about that. So, anyways, well, that's all I have to say as of for now. That I'm just gonna go right ahead and just sign off. And as in for those who definitely enjoy the video, I'm like, let's freaking go. That this battle was good. Like the roasting was good. Like I love the entire way that happened, and I'm like, nah, that's crazy. And oh, pardon me, pardon me. Almost just did that anyway. Pardon me. Anyways, what I was mentioning to say exactly is that, well, as of 2026 is going to probably be rolling in shortly, is that, well, as we're going to see what's going to happen in 2026 is that we're going to probably just see is that, well, we're just going to find out and see what happens. Either which way it's going to go and just find out where this is completely going to go anyways. So, yeah, that's all I got to say of, like, what's going to happen in 2026 is that we're going to find out and see what really even happens on that time. And oh yeah, as I was also going to say that, well, I think Bowser's team, the Buffalo Bills, are still lucky to be in the playoffs thing exactly. Which I'm like, damn, it's crazy that Bowser's favorite team is just getting up there in the brackets. Is just gonna be insane whenever like the playoffs starts to happen. Which I'm like, yeah, I mean Bowser's pretty lucky. Which I'm like, yeah, I guess hopefully we're gonna see what happens for that answer too, and just, well, figure it out and see what happens. So, apparently, we're going to find out and see how Bowser's favorite team, the Bills, will make it to the playoffs. But if not, well, I guess it's going to be a big rip. Definitely a big rip. So, highly again, are we going to see a big rip from Bowser's team, the Bills? Or is it going to be a safe secure of still being safe in the playoffs? Which that's a good question. Very good question. Absolutely great question. So, as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and say is this, folks, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm definitely going to go right ahead and sign off. And yes, I'll definitely be explaining the fact of like, oh, how we're going to do this in 2026. Apparently, on like my fifth channel that I'm going to probably be mentioning amounts of updates. And I have like 3 updates anyway to be mentioning this, anyways. It's going to still be non plush videos exactly, which apparently it's just going to be the same thing as regular plush characters will still do reaction videos, gaming, or live streams, which that's going to be a bit different to say comparison, which we're going to all find out and see if that's still going to be a possibility to see where that goes. So as of now, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I'll say is this again, is that, man, 2026 is going to get good, and hopefully it still does, which we're going to probably all wait to assume and see where this goes to. But as of now, folks, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say is like, hopefully we're going to see what happens and see where this all goes. It's either going to be a good year, maybe a bad year, or maybe somewhere in the middle. So we'll see. And as of now, I'll say this again, is that I am Devin-Foxy Remastered, the voice behind Wario, Toad and King Koopa, and other like voices as more exactly on the fifth channel that's related to Mario and other stuff, and non-plush characters, or should I say like non-Mario plush characters. Sorry, I meant to say is like non-Mario plush characters. So, anyways, without further ado, and without that being said, is that I give this video a 10 out of 10 because I like the saxophone. Like, the saxophone was good. And also, to be honest here, I think Steve still wins. I mean, all of that actually was pretty funny a little bit, just to roast a little a guy who's made of wood that is known to be as called Sackboy. Sackboy. Like, that's funny just to call it a wood name, call it Sackboy. I mean, really? Sackboy? That's what we're calling it? Man, that's a little funny. Which I'm like, not here to insult the name, but I just find the insult of the name a little bit funny. Less funny. Just to hear the insult less here exactly. If I'm being truly honest here, it's a little funny. Not to like insult a bit more of the character, but I'm saying is that Steve just wins. So without further ado, and without that being said, I'm going to go right ahead and sign off. So without further ado, as always, please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. And for those who definitely voted for Steve or Sackboy, then let me know for saying is like, oh, who truly won here, who won the end of the battle. Just let me know who definitely won the entire likely of the battle. Like, was it Steve or was it just Sackboy? Which we're all just about to find out and see if that's truly the answer. So just let me know when that's going to probably be the case or anything. Or maybe just go to the person's channel and to the post exactly on the vote on the poll or anything. So there you go. And without that being said, I'm just going to go right ahead and sign off and just definitely see you guys in 2026. So, without further ado, it's been a pretty good pleasure in 2025, but holy moly, I'm going to probably just talk all about what's going to happen in 2026. Once 2025 just passes, it's going to be 2026. So, that being said, see you again, absolutely, to the next video. Peace out, sign out, and see you guys in 2026. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy your Christmas, and I pretty much enjoyed mine. And we'll definitely see you guys 2026. Thanks for watching. Peace out, sign out again, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace out, and signing on out.